Welcome back to my new video. This is Motion Designer from themotiondesigners.com, and in today's lesson you'll be learning how to create this. So let's get started by creating a new solid for the background and scale it way up so that we can move the 3D camera around. So scale the background way up like that. Go to the effects and presets and type ramp and drop that gradient ramp to the black solid and change the color to the desired color. Alright, let's go ahead and import the map itself. So you can find this map from the project file download from my website and drop that, and you can add a fill and you add that fill on that map and change the color to the desired color. Alright, let's go ahead and create a line by picking the pen tool and drawing a line in the map itself, and draw a line like that and curve your line. Make sure you turn off the fill and enable the stroke. Select the shape layer that you've just created and rename it to line 1 and collapse that. Go to the contents, shapes, and go to the stroke, and you have to enable the dashes here. Alright, let's animate the line right away by hitting Alt and clicking the stopwatch of the offset and enter time -50 so that you have kind of a moving lines animation like that. Alright, let's add another animation to the line by adding a trim path and reveal the line from 0 to 100, and you can change these values of the end from a 0 to 100. Alright, set a keyframe there, go back to the first frame and set the first frame to 0, and if you play it back you can see that. Select both the keyframes, hit F9 for easy ease so that you have a smoother animation. Alright, now that we have one line, let's go ahead and duplicate line 1 by hitting Ctrl D like that, and you can collapse that to go to the contents, shape, and go to path 1, and you can change the position in the map by selecting on the points and adjusting the curves here like this, and you can do the rest of the lines by duplicating and editing the points on the map like that. You can offset the timing of line 2 somewhere here so that when line 1 reveals and after a few seconds line 2 comes out and goes to the destination, and you can move on like that by duplicating line 2 and offsetting the timing and the points in the map. Alright, now that you have all the lines and the animation done, let's go ahead and create a wave by creating a new solid and rename this to wave 1 and drop this solid just above the world map, and go to the effects and presets and type in radio waves and drop that radio waves in the solid that we've just created, and right away you can see the radio waves, but right now it's too huge. So what I'm going to do is to reduce this expansion down so that you have a relatively smaller size, and change this color to your desired color, and you have to point this producer point to these points. You can see that, and decrease it even more, and you can play with the settings, the lifespan, the frequency, everything. You can just experiment with your own. Alright, now that we have the wave 1 set up, you have to duplicate the wave 1 by hitting Ctrl D, and you have to change this producer point to the next point where the line intersect at the map. You can select there and point it there, and you can even change the color to your desired color, and you can offset the timing so that whenever as soon as it lands on that point, that radio wave 2 should, animates out. So I think you got the idea how I did this. So go ahead and do the rest of the points by doing this exact same thing. Just repeat it and change the points, change the color to your desired color, and you have this. Alright, let's go ahead and animate the camera by selecting all the layers and turning on a 3D layer. Go to layer and create a new camera. Alright, let's go ahead and animate the camera by setting a keyframe. Hit P, Shift and A on the keyboard. Hold down Shift and A and go to the first frame. Set a keyframe for both, and you can change the camera tools by hitting C on the keyboard, and it will change the camera tools, dolly, in, rotation, and you can change all the camera movements there. And at the first frame, let's set the camera to something like this and go to maybe around 7 seconds, and change the camera angle to the opposite, and you'll have the animation ready. And don't forget to turn on the easy ease by selecting all the keyframes, hitting F9 so that you have a smoother animation. Alright, now that we have the camera animation, let's go ahead and enable the depth of field here. And the higher the aperture, the more blurry the image will look like. And you can also set a keyframe for the aperture so that everything stays in focus when the camera moves. You can experiment and test out by yourself. In that way you can learn so much more things than what I am teaching you here. So feel free to experiment with your own. Don't be afraid to tweak these values and settings. So you don't have to do exactly what I'm doing here. You can do it by yourself and try learning things by yourself. Alright, let's go ahead and duplicate the background solid, Ctrl D, and remove the gradient ramp from there, and go to the effects and presets and type in grid and drop the grid on the solid so that you have a grid lines in the background. Alright, that's all I have for this time, guys. I hope you learned something from this. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, consider subscribing it. And this has been Motion Designer from themotiondesigners.com, and I will see you in my next video.